It's my last day in Cascavel in southern Brazil, and the other day I was having a run around the lake, which is not too far away from here, in a park, and I saw so many of a particular animal that I've never seen before. And then I did some investigation and found out they're called capybaras. So the park's just down there. It's about a 5-minute walk to the entrance. I'm hoping that they're still there, but from what I've read online, they live by lakes, they live in parks, and they're massive all over South America, but particularly in Brazil. So the weather the last couple of days has not been the best. Yesterday was raining, it was misty, it was miserable, and the day before just as bad. But today is the last day of bad weather. From tomorrow, right, that gate's locked so I can't get in. There's the lake. I can't see any of these capybaras yet. Got to go further down. So yeah, from tomorrow the sunshine and the heat will start again. Thank God. Cascavel has actually been a surprise that I wasn't expecting. It's a very modern city. If you watched my previous videos, you'll see how modern it is, how the streets are wide, the paths are decent. Obviously in the city centre. This is just on the outskirts, and I think this is the entrance. Yay! Right, let's go find some of these creatures. So this is the municipal lake for Cascavel, and the first thing you see is you get all these warning signs. So I've just had Google Translate it, and basically there is dangerous ticks that live in this park, and some can carry the Brazilian spotted fever, whatever that is. Sounds dangerous anyway. So don't touch any wild animals. Well, try not to. And yeah, and the animals that live here, the ones I'm trying to find, the capybara, will carry these ticks. Oh, and there's another warning sign. Hold on, just need to Google Translate this. So that one there is saying, warning, don't go swimming. There's a chance of drowning in there. Well, if there's ticks around, that can give you Brazilian spotted fever. Not a hope in hell of me going in there. So what's turned out to be a nice little leisurely stroll, yeah, it's turning into a bit of a danger. So this is not really a park, it's an ecological park for the wild animals of the city. So it's just one running track that goes all the way around, and it's just short of 5 kilometers. I knew because I ran all the way around it 2 days ago. And so far, nothing. No wild animals, no one drowning. It's pleasant. But there's a lot of people running and power walking. And me, I'm doing my nature hunt. So there's a bit of an opening. You can see all the lake in its full glory. There is a viewing point further on down that I passed the other day, which you can see the whole lake and how big it is. Now I'm wondering if these capybaras don't like the cold and they've all gone somewhere a bit warmer. It's very exciting. So I am coming to an area where I saw them for the first time 2 days ago, and I think there's one there in the background. So these are native to South America only. They love water, rivers, lakes, wetlands. Oh, it is. And because they're so used to humans, they don't sort of run away. So they're related to guinea pigs, but they're classed as one of the biggest rodents in the world. And that's a big one there. Have you got any ticks, mate? Now, I wasn't too sure if the camera was a bit steamy, so I've just had a quick clean. But there he is. He just looks quite happy, just doing nothing. So these are extremely sociable, and they usually live in groups. But not this one. You've got no friends, mate. In fact, it's not moving a lot, is it? Let's go try and find its family. Tell them where he is. So they can go underwater and survive for a few minutes to escape predators if they go swimming, which is why they like going around the wetlands. Oh, there's another big one over there. From finding out that these are very sociable animals, I seem to find the only two that are just by themselves. Now, I'm not going to get too close because, not because of the ticks, but I don't want to scare them too much. Mate. Your mate's over there. Do you want to go and see him? Oh, you don't speak English, do you? So they've adapted to the Brazilian parks mainly because they eat grass, as you can see. They've got less predators around here, and humans seem not to bother them, except British guys with cameras. I am a little bit concerned because I am wearing shorts. I'm just thinking, do these ticks live on the ground? Is there a chance I can get Brazilian spotted fever? There must be a group of them together. I've come to a more open space and you can just see how big this lake is. And that is big. But these capybaras are very hard to find. There was loads of them when I was running around the other day. They're not camera shy, are they? I mean, you can see the droppings everywhere. And I think I've hit lucky. There is a group down there. Don't know if you can see them yet. There's been about 10 of them. Right, this is where they're all hanging out. You've got one solo guy just there who looks like he's asleep. Hello, mate. Oh, don't wake up. And then there's a load more down here. And if you're a Brazilian or an Argentinian or South American guy watching this going, why are you excited about these animals? I've never seen them before. You don't get them in northeast of England or Europe. That looks like a baby one. Hello, sorry mate. God, there's loads of them. Hi. Hello. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get my photograph taken with these. I mean, they seem just to lift their heads as if to say, oh, he's moving. Sorry. Hello. Wow. Now they are baby ones. They must be really cold. Hello. I mean, do these attack people? Hello. So I've done a little bit of a Google session on these. They're not likely to attack. They're more likely to jump into the water to get away from me if I get too close. But they will attack if I get any closer to the babies. Which, yeah. They're still rodents. They still have sharp teeth, I think. And, I mean, to me, they're just cute little animals. Hello. They're just waiting for the sunshine to come out. They are fascinating. And the babies have just sort of moved up a bit. They've all stretched, and I did see the teeth, and they do look a little bit sharp. They're quite cool. And I guess with the amount of people exercising every single day, just going past them, they're so used to human beings sharing the park with them. But we're going to the end of the park right now. The viewpoint. And then there's another solo one with no friends. You do know everybody's else is down there. Yeah. So there was definitely a lot more of these capybaras when I came running the other day. So I don't know if they live in burrows in the woods there. So I've just come out of the park to, I'm going to head down to the viewpoint now. But you can see all the droppings on the floor down here, which means these animals are actually coming out of the park towards the main road. They're brave. I'm now at the viewpoint, and this is where you can see the lake in all its glory. Now there is a fountain just down there. There's a little park for the kids. So it is a bit of a park. And then by the side of the lake, there's some more of them, some more capybaras. And there's one just, I've just seen them, right on the edge of the fence. Oh God, there's another one down there. I can't get over how big they are. And in the background you can see the skyline with skyscrapers. That's the city. And because yesterday was a bad day for not exploring the local area, I am actually going to have a wander around to try and find a coffee shop over there. Because officially I was meant to be leaving today, and I bought enough food to last me in the apartment that I had until this morning. So I had breakfast, muesli and yogurt, good stuff. But that's all I've got left. So I'm gonna find a coffee shop and get something to eat. Well, I was going to go away until I saw this statue, and I thought, let's have a look. And it's got a funky hairdo. and all it says is canoeista, which is canoeist. That's it, didn't explain anything apart from being a bit, his head looks a bit too small for his body. And then you've got the fountain. Right, now it's time to find a coffee. So I'm going to walk all the way around. I've got a podcast ready to listen to, and I'll see you at the coffee shop. I am on my way back and they've all woken up. It must be lunchtime. And that's probably where the best grass is. I mean, wow. Well, it was a 12-minute walk to this shopping centre just here. Find a coffee. Inside, it's very classy. It's got a lot of expensive shops. It took me a while to find a decent coffee shop that was cheap-ish. And this is what I had. And it cost a little bit more than what I was expecting. But I've not had a coffee for 2 days. So that was my little treat. And I'm now heading back to the accommodation. My little home I've had for the last couple of days. And I've had a really good couple of hours. I've loved that little walk around the park, seeing that strange creature that I've never seen before. But tomorrow is time to leave. I've yet to decide where I'm going. I have to look at a map and basically just look at bus prices, accommodation prices, whether it's getting hostels or cheap hotels, and that will decide where I'm going. But if you've enjoyed this little walk around, then press that like button. If you want to see where I'm heading next, subscribe and watch the next video. But until the next time, it's not too far to walk to where I'm going. Bye bye for now.